Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gloria.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm frazzled because it's always frazzly before a holiday because we're actually traveling for the first time for Thanksgiving in
Are you?
20 years. Yeah, and it's like work, travel, getting everything ready. Yeah, we're going to go see my parents.
That's what I figured when you
I
said
haven't had
traveling.
thanks Yeah, I haven't had Thanksgiving with my parents I don't think since 1981, so it's probably time.
No way.
Yeah,
Definitely time.
it's definitely time.
We jumped
Yeah.
straight into it, but we're gabbing with girlfriends. And this
Oh,
is Gabby. I'm Gloria Butler, and that's Gabi Hughes, my very, 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 very dear girlfriend. Um,
we're dears to each
we're
other.
very dear, if only to each other.
We're dears.
But speaking of Thanksgiving, we are we just wanted to share some of the things that we're both really thankful for besides the Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. Well, I feel compelled to say, oh, I'm thankful for my family and friends because but everybody does that. And it should go without saying that I'm thankful for them, right? I'm thankful for them every day. So
No, no,
I
you
think
can
that
say it.
I know I'm saying it, but
Well, you
it's
could
like,
definitely say you're thankful for me being in your life.
right. So I'm thankful. So let's get right to it because we all know I'm thankful for, family and friends. But no, I'm thankful for you being my friend.
For 1,000 years.
For at least 1,000, maybe,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
And I really like having all my friends and girlfriends. I'm a social creature, so without girlfriends also I'd have to probably pay for therapy and I would be broke. So I'm also grateful for girlfriends in lieu of
Therapy.
therapy. Yeah. And of course, I'm grateful for my dogs because I love my dogs and they make me so happy. And I just love that they love to be loved by me. And it's never a hardship taking care of them or anything. I love them.
Sounds like you're talking about your husband.
Oh, right. Him.
Well, he loves to be
Well,
loved by
he
you,
loves
and
to be loved,
you have to take care of him.
and I have to take care of him more than I have to take care of the dogs. I
Of
mean, although
course.
they're similar, they're similar. They want their food, they want their treats, they want a clean bed to sleep in, they want to be
They
cuddled.
want
So
some
they're
loving.
similar.
I've
Yeah.
got Coco today
Oh,
on my
and I have
lap.
a I have my Christmas dog I found while I was up here trying to find a place to
Oh,
sit.
he's cute.
I found him at Home Depot. Isn't
And me
he
too.
cute?
Oh, that might even be like mine. I found one in Home Depot too.
Yeah, I love it. I just love it. I was like, where am I going to
How much
sit?
time do we spend in Home Depot?
Well, I actually don't spend enough time as I probably should, which is why my house looks like a shit show. But, when I
Oh,
do go, I don't get the plumbing things I'm supposed to get. I get little Christmas dogs.
are you in Glen Studio?
Yes, because it's the only place where there isn't someone else right now.
Hmm. Um, okay, so thankful. Let's go back
Oh,
to
yeah,
all the things,
dogs and husbands,
dogs, husbands,
friends.
cats, friends.
I'm thankful for things that might sound kind of shallow, but it's because I think they make my life easier. I'm
Oh, I thought
I'm
you were going to
thankful.
say, and it's because I'm shallow.
Well, yeah, maybe, but like the minute someone invented, the DVR, and I didn't have to watch commercials anymore, and I could just skip, and I could watch a show I wanted at any time. That was years ago, but that like was life changing for me, because I was slipping a.
That's on your thankful list.
Oh, I'm so thankful for that. That makes my life easy. Yeah, that makes it
Oh,
really easy. It's
oh,
technology. Technology really is something to be thankful for because there's people out there way smarter than me, making phones, making computers, doing all that stuff that if we didn't have, you know, we're dependent on it now.
well, then is it shallow for me to say that I'm really thankful for um, chemical hair straightening treatments?
It's not shallow at all because it
Oh,
improves your
so thankful.
life. It
So
improves
thankful.
your life. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
I'd rather that
Like,
than I'd rather that than the whole DVR thing, which I'm not good at anyway. If Glenn left you tomorrow, would you know how to work your TVs?
yes, Yeah.
Netflix and everything?
Yeah. Because I'm the
Oh,
one that does all that.
it's like the only thing I don't do, but I'm
I
not very
do
good at
all
it.
of, yeah, I do that. Yeah. No, I could be fine without him in terms of technology.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But no, I mean,
interesting.
I guess what I'm saying is I'm grateful that there are people that are smarter than I am who have the ability to invent or create something that I can't. And I mean that on every level, not just things that make my life easy, right? But there's people that create art and music and books and all kinds of things that, like, culturally and spiritually and artistically make me happy that I can't do. For example, uh, about 2 weeks ago, I went to the Broad Theater in Santa Monica, and they had the Mark Morris dance group from Brooklyn there, and they were dancing to Burt Bacharach songs that were being performed live by a wonderful singer from Broadway and a small band. And it was absolutely magnificent. Isaac Mizrahi had designed the costumes, and it just made me feel so good inside. I mean, I'm thankful I can see stuff like that, and people have the talent to do it. I could live somewhere else and it wouldn't be an option. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm thankful for that.
And I get it. But I bet you would have been more thankful had your husband gone with you. He'd never go to that, would he?
No, I took a girlfriend of mine who I knew would appreciate it. You know what I mean? Who I knew would really
Be
be into
thankful.
it. Oh
That should
yeah,
be
and like
thankful.
I cried like 5 times. Every time they sing a song that I love, I'm like, oh my god, and she understood me.
Did you really cry? Like
Oh
real
yeah, I
cry?
cried. Oh yeah, I get weepy all the time over things that are like I could
Well, if
cry.
you watched commercials, you'd spend half your night crying because, especially this time of the year with all the holiday commercials, I probably one out of every four make me cry.
Yeah, I cry at my soap operas, and I cry on soaps.
I cry just because you watch soap operas.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
mean,
me cry.
my favorite thing is like when they kill somebody off because I know I'm going to get to cry. I just love it. I
And then
love
you
it.
know they're going to come back. So
Yes, it makes it even better.
that makes
It
you
makes
even more
even
thankful.
Oh, it makes me more thankful. I just love it. I can't help it. It's just fantasy.
How many times have you had COVID that you know of?
Once, once that I know of.
And Glenn,
Once.
do you know, I know so many people, I know four different people that right now have COVID, that have all of them have had COVID before and say it's the worst COVID yet.
Um, I know a person who got it when it first came along before there was a vaccine, and
Mhm.
before she could get vaccinated, and it made her really really unwell, and she got vaccinated as soon as it was available, of course, and has been boosted, but she's gotten it again. But it's like, I think if you got the vaccine and you get it, it doesn't mean you won't be ill. It just kind of
It
maybe
keeps you out of
makes
the
it not as
hospital.
bad,
Yeah.
right? But that time when you got it and there was no vaccine, it made you really really sick, you know so
It's so weird when you think back when first got it, when we first learned
yeah.
of when the pandemic first hit. It's just so tragic how many lives were lost. And and look where we are now.
I'm and speaking of thankful, like I said, people smarter than me are smart enough to work 24 hours a day in labs to figure out how to make a vaccine. I couldn't do that. Look, if something happens to the planet and everyone's killed and I'm left with like maybe a handful of my neighbors, we ain't gonna last long, because I would not be able to recreate, the intelligent world as we know it today. You know what I mean? I'll be
Does
hunting and
that
gathering, and rubbing sticks together. There's no way I'm going to figure out all this stuff. So
does
I'm
that mean you're not
appreciative.
does that mean you're not thankful for your neighbors?
Oh, I am. I like my neighbors. I
Oh,
just
that's
met one of
nice.
them today for the first time. So they're,
And are they
new.
new?
Well, they own the house, but they don't live in it, and they rent it out.
Oh,
And the rented people left. So she came by today to say hi to us and meet us because she hadn't. So
hmm,
yeah, she was nice.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So far we know I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful for hair straightening and my dogs and cats, which are given, my kids, my grandkids,
Yeah.
my husband. I don't know if I did all these in any kind of specific order,
They're not in
but
order. They're just,
in no
it's
order.
understood. Yeah.
And I'm thankful for having learned transcendental meditation, by the
Oh,
way.
wow. That's cool.
Yeah, because I think that that's really mellowed me. I think I'm a
Oh,
way, way more easygoing than I used to be. Um, I'm also really thankful that I have learned, and it seems like I do this a lot. It seems like I probably do this every Thanksgiving. Actually, if I go back and look at my social media, it's probably always on there. But I'm really grateful for now knowing the difference between a friend and an acquaintance, and
oh,
knowing the difference between somebody that, okay, I'll start again. I'm really grateful for knowing the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. And I'm really grateful that I now know the different kinds of friendships. I know friendships, I now know that there's such thing as friendships for convenience. I know that there's, which I don't get, but there's friendships that are um, just screwed up, that are, I'm trying to think of the word.
one-sided, like more
Yeah, like,
one-sided.
yeah. I recently went through something with somebody that I then realized that they weren't really my friend. And we've had a long relationship that we, excuse me, we're friends because of my husband, I think. And that sucks. And it's sad.
Yeah.
But at least I
Yeah.
know. So
But
I'm
now you
thankful.
know.
Yeah, I'm thankful for every day that something happens that makes me a day wiser. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Because
Because the longer you live, the smarter you're going to get.
that's very profound. Did you just make that up?
I just thought of that myself.
But it is true, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because you get more life experience.
Hmm.
There's a big difference between the experience in life that a 25-year-old has and someone my age, right? Because I've already got, a couple more years on you just to have more experience.
Yeah, of course.
So
Would you
it
would
should make you smarter. Some people may not apply.
Well, yeah, it took me a long time
Some
to.
people it may not apply, but you should be getting smarter and nicer and a little more, I don't
Just
know,
wisdom.
just better as you get older. Yeah.
Um, would you be 25 again if you could?
Oh, definitely.
You would?
For sure. Oh, yeah. I'd
Why?
go back in time any day.
You would?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I
I loved it.
wouldn't. Not
Oh,
that
I
far
would.
back.
Oh,
Not
I would.
that far back.
I would.
Not centuries ago.
I was having a very good time and I would do it all over again.
It's
I would.
funny. I'd go back. I don't know that. I'd go
Hell, I'd
back.
go back to high school. Shit. I'd go all the way. I would go, I'd go straight to kindergarten and just keep going.
Hmm. Well, I would do that, but I don't think I'd want to be a teenager again. And I don't think I'd want to be, yeah, I could be in my 20s again. I don't want to go back, but I could be in my 20s again.
I still kind
I
of
wouldn't
am
be a
in my
teenager.
20s. I'm still kind of there. It's just my body doesn't look like it, but
No,
I
no,
am.
I'm way
My
younger than
body
that.
doesn't look like I am 25, but I am. It's just, I constantly fool people.
You do. You do. I would,
I'm
after,
constantly
yeah,
fooling people.
yeah. Funny. I thought you're, I don't know, 31.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So back to reality. What else? What else? I'm thankful for, you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for all the vegan restaurants that have just kind of miraculously appeared.
You know, that
Isn't
was
that
on my
weird?
list.
Oh,
No, it was
what?
on my list to thank Impossible Burger, Beyond, Gardein, meatballs. I mean, Lean Life, all of them make my life, once again, it's convenient, so easy. And I love all the vegan restaurants around town, and they're good.
Yeah,
Even if you want vegan fast food, you can get it at the Veggie Grill, and it's good fast food,
yeah,
in my opinion.
yeah, it
You
is.
know, it's like, wow, so
That's
many
not even
great
an opinion.
places.
That's a fact.
That's just a fact. It is a fact. It's a fact. I'm writing it down as a fact. But I love it. I absolutely love it.
Did you ever eat Monty's Burgers?
No, I
They're
don't
good.
even know what that is. But I
Hmm.
just got the a friend just gave me the Gracias Madre cookbook, and I can't wait because I love the food at Gracias Madre. I can't wait to see if I can recreate it on some tiny level.
I haven't been back there in years because I actually went off of it. I was going all the time because I
Oh,
kind of
right.
lived near there at the time. And so I was probably going, I don't know, once every other week, if not more. And I had like 4 bad meals in a row. So I quit going. And
Oh,
and I have a friend that experienced those bad meals with me and she quit going, but she goes again. And she said that it's much better now. So I don't know if
so good.
maybe they went through some chef issues or whatever, but yeah, it's
When you
good.
say bad meals, you mean they didn't taste good?
Yeah, it just was not.
Oh, it
Yeah,
wasn't like special or
yeah,
interesting.
it
I
just
had an
it was just.
experience there once. Are we allowed to talk about gross things?
Oh God, go on.
So I met a friend there. This is before COVID. This is years ago. I was
Well,
meeting a
that's not
friend
that
there.
many years ago.
Like, I know, but I feel like if you like everything
Okay,
for
go
me
on.
is either pre or post. So I met a friend there like around noon on a Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. And the thing is, I eat at weird times. I don't eat like right away when I
Me
get
neither.
up and
Me
whatever,
neither.
whatever. So when I got there, I was probably starving and I ordered, and I'd probably had too much coffee, and I ordered one of their ginger ale drinks that they make, which is really, just pure fireball ginger. It's really, really, really strong. Anyway, I drank that. The food came, and all of a sudden, and I'm not saying it had anything to do with the ginger ale, I'm just saying I felt my whole body just go into this like cold sweat. And I thought, oh, this isn't going to go well. Like, I'm about to pass out. So I told this woman that I was with, I actually think I need to come over to the booth where you're sitting for a minute and lie down. I think I'm going to pass out. So in the restaurant, I had to go lie on the booth, and there happened to be a doctor in there, and she
No
came over.
way.
Yeah. And she was like checking me out, asked me if I'd done any drugs. And I said no. And, anyway, I mean, she's like, I got to ask. I'm like, yeah, cool. I get it. But no. Anyway, something happened to me in that restaurant. And then I couldn't leave because I had to go in the restroom, and I couldn't leave for a while. It was not pretty. And then I went home, but it was the weirdest experience. Like, I literally almost just fainted. If I hadn't lied down, I would have fainted at the table and put my head in the coconut ceviche or whatever I was eating. But I don't think it was the food. I think it was me, because God knows I've gone back many, many times since then, and I've indulged in their food. But I think their food is great now. So you might want to try it again when you're back at it.
Well, no, I really don't want to try it
No, but
because you
I'm
told
saying
me
I
that
think it
horrible
was me.
story.
I think it's because I didn't
But it
eat.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If I've ever been ill and can in any way, shape, or form associate it with something I've eaten, I'll never eat it again.
Right. I think it was that
Ever.
ginger drink. I think that ginger drink just blew my doors off. You know what I'm saying?
No, would you like to
Bam.
elaborate? Be more specific. Make it easier for everybody.
I'm in high school, so I'm going to tell you it in a gross way. That's more junior high of me.
Um, I think that okay, well then I'll tell you a gross story.
Yeah, tell me something gross.
I went out to dinner with 2 friends. And it was like literally, literally the week before they closed, days before they closed down everything with COVID. And so I guess in March, whatever it was, I had just left New York, was in LA, went out to dinner, and took one bite of the same thing the other two people were eating. It was an appetizer that we were sharing, and ended up spending the rest of our time in the restaurant not very well. And I assumed it was food poisoning, and I just ate the one bite of the food, because you can both eat the same thing, or three people can eat
Right.
the same thing. But funnily enough, it was an artichoke dish. So chances of getting food poisoning from an artichoke probably isn't great. And then like 3 days later, I discovered I couldn't really taste anything. And it was before anybody knew that
About COVID.
yeah, nobody knew that losing your taste
Right.
set,
Yeah.
yeah, smell and taste was a symptom. I mean, we didn't even know much about COVID, because again, this was 5 days before things
Right.
closed down. And so that's when I think I had COVID.
I think you had
But
COVID,
yeah,
and
me
you
too.
just, right. And they didn't
Didn't
have
know.
you didn't know. That's
No.
wild. That's really wild. Wow.
So okay, going back. So I'm thankful that um well, I was going to try and think of something clever or funny or silly to say about my bad dining experience there, but I can't. So we can move on. I'm not thankful. That's one thing I'm not thankful about, was
Yeah,
that
you're not
dinner.
thankful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not thankful for the ginger drink anymore. I don't think I'm too afraid of it.
But I will try Gracias Madre again.
Yeah.
Name check, name check. Um, okay, so go on. What's another one of yours?
Um, well, let me see. I mean, some of the things I'm thankful for are like, I don't know if it sounds dorky or whatever, but I mean, I'm really into plants. Okay. I'm
Mhm.
really into plants, indoor and out. And I have
What
found that
about when you had cats?
uh,
Did you have plants indoors?
didn't bother them or me.
Oh, flowers, I
Like,
guess. That's different.
yeah. Um, I have found that over the years, the more plants that I have in my life, the better I feel, or the better, I don't know, my mood is. I know that sounds maybe kind of strange, but that's something I have figured out. The more time I spend learning about them, reading about them, figuring out what's going to work best in my house, figuring out what's going to work best in my yard, with drought issues, and what's going to work. I don't know. I've always been into plants, always, always. But then I feel like there was this period of time where, you're in college, and then you get an apartment with a bunch of people, and you don't have any plants in your life. You're just kind of not, for me, not back at my roots, no pun intended. But once I'm back there now. I mean, that's one thing that I really like about now being able to work from home. I can make my living space have more of this around me. I just was always go, 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 and not paying attention to that, right? And I've always been into plants. I was
See,
going through
that's a COVID silver lining,
it
is
is,
that we
it's a
all
true
learn to work from
silver
home.
lining. Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, so plants are really important. I think more people should have plants. And I also read that during the lockdown, that a lot of people got house plants, and they put plants in their house. Just they were spending all their time there and going, wait a minute, I should get something in here, and it's so much better for you. I mean, cleans the air, just makes you feel better,
It
better
does
for
make
your
you feel
eyes to
better.
look
It
at it. It
does.
just make you really feel better. And I kind of lost that for a while. I mean, I've always liked it, but I kind of lost it. And so that's something I'm thankful that I figured out, that I
Hmm.
lost it and I needed to get it back, you know,
Oh, well, I'm thankful for you for that.
kind of a
I'll
weird
sh-
thing, but
I'll
you
share
know,
the thanks with you. And I'm thankful for little Coco here.
oh,
How
little
sweet is she?
baby,
She had
little baby
she had
animal.
oral surgery 2 days
Oh,
ago, and she's still kind of groggy.
yeah,
So
she's woozy over that.
she
She's
is.
woozy. Yeah, she's adorable though. She's adorable.
But I
I
know she's
remember
feeling
when you
better.
got her.
Pardon?
I think I remember when you
Mm.
got her, you brought her to that Amanda Foundation event with Debbie. You
Did
and
I?
Debbie,
Oh, I
yes.
did. I
And
did. I
you had
remember.
just got her, and she was in a little pouch. Excuse me, she was in a little pouch, and she reminded me so much of our Wolfie that we used to have that I was just like, oh my gosh, look at that dog. It's a little girl version of Wolfie.
But I know she's feeling better. She's growling at the cats again, so that's good.
Yes, everything's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm not thankful that we don't have that Amanda Foundation event anymore.
I miss that, and I'm
Me
hoping
too.
I really miss it, and I hope they have the one they used to do in February at Craig's
Mhm,
on
mhm.
Valentine's Day. So maybe they can get that together and do that
Yeah,
because
I
I
hope
like
so
going to
too.
that.
I hope so too. We should all start emailing Terry
I
saying,
think I will text
me
her,
too, me
and
too.
I'll
That's a
say,
good
"Are you
idea.
going to do that?" Because the
Because
Hugheses want to
Gloria
go
and
to
I are
that.
going. We're going
We're going to
with or
Craig's the
without her.
Sunday. Yeah,
Um,
but I really like going to those events, and I like supporting the animal charities, and I like meeting my friends there, and it's just fun.
it is fun. And your husband even goes to that.
He likes to go to all
Mhm,
those. He enjoys it.
mhm.
He really does.
Yeah, my husband likes animal events too.
Yeah, and he's the one that's always like, when they have the silent auction, bid on those stairs, bid on that, and I'm like, I can't tell you. It's so funny to me. So
It's
funny.
yeah, it's funny how at those auctions we all end up with 3 sets of stairs or 3 this or things that we don't need because there's already multiple of these things at home. But that's okay.
It's funny. That's how I get my dog beds. I'm actually like, without these auctions for the past couple of years, I'm low
Your
on
poor
dog
dogs would be
beds.
sleeping on the floor all the time
Yeah,
with nothing
exactly. If
with
if it
nothing
wasn't for
cozy.
those, I'm always bidding on a dog bed.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I've gotten my fair share of dog beds through auctions. And what else? Tell me what else. Are we finished being thankful? I'm just thankful. I'm just in general a thankful
I'm
person.
just glad I'm alive.
Me
And,
too. Me too. I'm
you
glad you're
know,
alive too. But you
I'm
gotta
glad I'm alive and happy. And, um, like, I don't know. I'm just
look,
a happy person, I think, most of the. Holy Toledo, did you slam
how
that in a
gross is
car door?
that? No, don't you know the story? It's horrible. I was walking into a UPS store.
Oh,
The
yes. And the
horrible
man,
man wasn't paying any attention, talking on his cell phone. I'm standing there like an idiot for a minute holding this door. Then he starts walking toward the door again as I let go of it because he wasn't paying attention. And then when I saw him start to walk, he's talking on the phone with one hand and he's got packages in the other. And I have two free hands. So decided to be a good Samaritan. Wrong. As he comes walking toward the door and I'm in the midst of letting it go, I got to grab it again for him and it slammed right on my finger. Not once did he say, "Are you okay?" Not once did he say, "Oh my God, sorry, thanks." Not once did he say to whoever he was speaking to, "Hang on." Some poor, silly, stupid woman just smashed her finger in the door. He just carried on talking.
no good deed goes
No,
unpunished, Gloria.
ever. And my finger looks worse now than the 2 months ago when this happened.
You're
It's
going
never
to
going to
lose
be the
that
same
nail. You're
ever.
going to lose that nail.
I think I am too. Don't say that.
I'm just saying, you're going to lose that nail.
Uh, it's gone from blue to black with red. It's horrible, 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 horrible. Hmm.
That's
Yeah, who does that? Who does
gross.
that? A man on a
Well,
phone.
it's like I've been saying for years, people are assholes.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
are. No, they are.
I work
A
with this
dog
girl.
wouldn't have done that ever.
Oh God, no. I work with this girl and
A
I
cat
kind
would
of
have.
like train her, right? And this is years ago. And I mean, I still work with her, but when we would drive, we would carpool together. And I would say, there's 3 things you need to know. 1, people are assholes. 2, I'm always right.
People are
3,
assholes.
right. 3, do what I say. And 4 is see number 2. It's like people are assholes. So you got to watch out. Not all people,
Most
but
men on
a
telephones
lot
always
of
are.
people are assholes, and you got to just keep an eye out for that.
Men on phones.
Yeah,
And again, no
oblivious.
good deed. No good deed.
No good deed goes
Oh, sorry.
unpunished. Oh,
I think I just
sorry, little baby.
no, she's got a little knot in her ear from when she got
Oh yeah,
groomed, and this silly groomer put on little bows,
little bows. Yeah.
and one was so tight. Left it in probably a little longer, so there's a little knot, and I'm sitting here pulling on it. And I
Well,
guess she didn't
yeah.
really want me to.
Poppy has that long papillon fringe and it gets those knots and then I have to cut them out. And I mean, she does not like it, but I have to. Otherwise,
Mhm.
she can catch it in her paw or something,
Yeah, and then you
So
really
I
hear a howl.
and then you hear a howl, but she doesn't like it at all when you touch her fringe, right? She's like, "Don't touch my fringe."
Did you ever have a diabetic dog?
No,
Mm.
thank goodness.
We just found out Dizzy's diabetic.
Oh wow. I've
Mm.
got a dog with bladder stones.
You do?
But you just give him prescription food
Yeah, this
and
is
that
for,
keeps him.
he
Yeah.
has to have prescription food and insulin, and I have to check his glucose throughout the day, which means
Wow.
drawing blood from his, um,
Oh,
his ear flap, not inside his ear, but
is he
that's
cooperative with that?
he's such a good dog. He is. And it's quick and easy. He doesn't
Okay.
care about the insulin because that just goes in the back of their
Right.
neck.
Yeah.
So that's quite easy. But he cares more about the drawing blood.
Yes. And so would
Always
I.
bloody something.
God, so would I.
Mm,
I wouldn't like that. So I
no,
don't blame him. I don't
no.
blame him. I don't blame him at all. Yeah. So I've only got a Bladderstone dog. I've had cats with issues. My mom has had a lot of cats with issues, like all kinds of stuff. We had two cats that had thyroid problems. This is years ago when we were first married, and we took them to this place, and they um, they put radiation. They put something in there, right? But you have to keep your cat there for 2 weeks because they're basically radioactive.
And then when you get the
And it
cat back, you're
have to
flushing
put the
it
poop
out.
in the
And
in
then,
the toilet. Yeah,
yeah,
but it cured them because we were giving them. They had to get medication all day long, and this cured them.
yeah, my son had a cat with that too, and he had to have fluids afterwards running through, like you'd put it back there,
Yeah,
like from a little IV bag sort of thing, just to get
yeah,
it to drain through. But
yeah,
yeah, their poop was radioactive.
exactly.
That sounds like that should be the name of the song.
It's radioactive poop.
Yeah. Um, okay, well, I'll tell you what else I'm thankful about. I'm thankful for the lunch I'm about to eat. I'm starving today.
Me too. And it's
I'm
gonna
I'm gearing
be.
up for the holidays.
I'm getting ready to gut pack, baby.
So how long are you gone?
Let's see. We leave on Tuesday, and then we have to come back Saturday because Glenn has to start rehearsals on Sunday or get ready to leave town. So because
And
he's leaving
that's for
Dead
his own
Daisies.
thing.
That's for Dead
Oh, I
Daisies.
thought there's some
They're
time
doing
off.
they're doing some UK shows.
Oh,
They're doing like 8 shows in the UK. So we have to come back
nice.
Saturday because he's got to rehearse, I think, Sunday and Monday, and then leave on the 30th, I think.
Oh,
Something
wow.
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's a
hmm.
quick trip, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, well, I'm going to go make, is it lunchtime yet anyway? Not
It's
really.
always lunchtime when I want it to be
Well,
lunchtime.
no, me too, especially since I get up at 4:30 in the morning. Right now, it's
Yeah.
almost my dinner time, I think. Well, this was
Like
fun.
if people order lunch in for 12:30, I'm like, that's just a little too late for me.
No,
Okay.
no,
I'm freaking starving by like 11.
okay, if somebody says, let's go out to dinner tomorrow at 8, what do you say?
Oh, I say, can we make it sooner, please? I mean, can we
I
make it
can't eat
sooner,
at 8.
please? Right. Or if it's like a thing where it's a fancy restaurant, or I know I have to, or it's a Friday.
Or it's a birthday dinner or something that
it's
you
a
have to do.
birthday, it's totally fine. If it's a weekend, it's totally fine. I can do that. I can do that, especially if I can get a party nap in. If I can get a party nap in before I go, then I'm good.
I've never
Right.
heard that party
And I
nap.
can snack before I go. Oh, yeah. I always take a party nap if I know it's going to be a late night, or if I'm going to be, boozing a little and eating late. I party nap in the afternoon
I
so I
can't
can go
nap, no matter
longer.
what I call it. Even if I call, maybe if I try calling it party nap, I'll
Call
be
it a
able to
party nap
nap.
because I could go down right now. I mean, I could just put my head forward right now and snooze. I can sleep
Go on. Let's see. Let's watch.
Oh, last night I did it. We were watching TV and I went like this. I went like this.
Were you sad when Bend It Like Wrexham or whatever it's called? What's it called?
Oh my
What
gosh.
was it called? I forgot.
Wrexham.
Uh,
Oh, it's not Welcome to Wrexham. It's
yeah, something like that.
something like that. But oh my gosh, please, please, please hurry, hurry, hurry with
I
season
know.
2. I know they did season 2. So
I
hurry,
know.
hurry, 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 because I love that
Yeah,
show.
I'm
I
ready
love,
too.
love, love it.
Do you know what I just discovered? I might be thankful for this. I just discovered White Lotus.
Oh, you know what? We haven't watched that yet, but we've heard that we should. So if you're saying we should, then we will.
Well, Terry watched the first one and couldn't believe that I didn't watch it. I don't know why I didn't. He must have watched it when I was out of town or something. But anyway, but season 2 just started, and you don't need to know season 1 to watch season 2. And I'm like, love it. Now I'm going to go back and watch season 1 when this is finished.
Okay, so I'll tell
Love
Glenn
it.
because
Love
we're
it.
looking for a new show to like get into. So yeah, that'll be good. Okay, we'll do that. That'll be fantastic.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm good. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for having done this podcast. And I'm thankful for anybody that's listened to this podcast. And I'll be more thankful if you subscribe to this podcast. And that's it. That's all for me.
All right, and that's all from me. It's lunchtime, folks.
So it's almost lunchtime with girlfriends. That'll be the next one.
That'll be the next one.
All right. Love you loads. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. And be sure to follow Gabbing with Girlfriends on here so you never miss an episode. You can also find us on social media for more fun and in-depth conversations. Thank you.